We're joined by Dr. Jim Green, the director of NASA's Planetary Science Division. You know, Dr. Green, it's been 85 years since scientists first discovered Pluto, but just hours since you started receiving these images. But you're already finding new things, aren't you? That Pluto is bigger, probably icier than thought. What does this tell you, and what answers are you hoping for?
Well, Pluto is the archetype of a whole new set of objects that now we're finding well beyond Pluto. We call that the Kuiper Belt. There may be tens of thousands of them. Now, what we have found from ground-based astronomy is we've observed about 1,500 of them right now. But seeing Pluto for the first time has really been exciting for our scientists.
What are we discovering from Pluto's surface? Ice, water, things we really didn't see before, right?
Indeed, you know, Pluto is smaller than our own moon, but when you look at Pluto and you look at images of our moon, they're very different. You know, there's craters, but only a few on Pluto, and we see ice sheets. And we now understand that Pluto has an atmosphere. That atmosphere is mostly nitrogen, and it has some trace gases, such as methane, but also carbon monoxide. And it's so cold out there, it snows these elements. So there's nitrogen frost, nitrogen snow, carbon dioxide snow, and also methane snow on its surface. Who would have thought?
Quite incredible, that far from the sun. You know, it took 9 years of traveling at nearly 50,000 kilometers an hour to get to Pluto, and yet we saw this New Horizons craft hit the target on its flyby almost exactly off by just 100 kilometers. Just explain how important this is scientifically, being able to travel that far and that precisely and do what you've done.
Well, you know, it's really tough to do this. Pluto is in an orbit that goes around the sun every 247 years. And we've only seen 80 years of Pluto. In other words, we don't really know where it is. We haven't seen it go completely around the sun. And so on the way there, New Horizons took high-resolution images to see Pluto exactly in a position for which we then could navigate by it. So this was quite an iteration process. It's so far away that light takes more than 4.5 hours to go from New Horizons back to Earth.
I know this is too early to say, but this is the first time in a generation that we're seeing a new planet, albeit a dwarf one. Spacecraft have now either visited or flown by every planet in our solar system. So what's next? Are we going beyond our solar system?
Indeed. New Horizons is on a trajectory to leave the gravitational influence of our sun, fly through the rest of the Kuiper Belt, and on out into the region between the stars.
Dr. Jim Green, who has probably the coolest job on the planet, if not the solar system. Back to you, Asier.